Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let's make Alpine Stitch hat for kids or teens. I used 4.5 mm hook and 4-ply medium weight yarn. This is a brim part of the hat. I started with 9 chains in the beginning with this 4.5 mm hook. These are just single crochets but made in the back loop of the chains. So every time you follow the new row on the back loop, you need to make the single. You will do it for whatever length you want. If you like to fold the brim for hat, make wider version of the brim. For that you can start with 18 or 20 chains in the beginning. This is around 40 centimeters long, but if we count the bumps here, they are almost 26 bumps. You may be calling it as ribbing. I think the width is sufficient for me. I will join it now. We will change the hook after we join this. Insert into the first stitch and the previous last stitch. You need to use the back loop on the back edge, and so here there are two loops. We'll use back loop. Okay, so start from the stitch in the front row and back loop of the back row. Let's start by inserting into the first stitch and the back loop of the back side row, then joining with the slip stitch. Like this we will connect entire row. And here is one more for our beginners. Also, you can find all the links to the supplies I used in this video in the description. I do have a detailed tutorial for similar brim crocheting. You can refer it to my crochet playlist and you can find the video there. I will quickly finish my last stitch here and the joining is complete. So yes, once we are done with the joining, and in the end we will be weaving in remaining threads here. And let's start with our very first row, chain 1, and just make a single crochet in every possible place. So that is like in each bump section make one single crochet. I would suggest make two in the in between the two bumps, that is between the two rows. So in every row make one single crochet. This pattern is very quick. You can finish this hat within a couple of days even if you are a beginner. So stick with me till the end and you will be able to make this Alpine Stitch hat very easily. Let's continue making single crochets till the end of this row, and I will see you in the end before I join. Let me know in the comment sections which patterns you would like me to make in future for the tutorials, and whatever patterns you already aware of and your favorite ones. I am at the end of the row. As you can see here, we are changing the crochet hook to 6 mm here. I prefer making body part using a bigger hook size as the brim should fit well around the head. So I make usually a smaller, I use smaller crochet hook for making brim, and for body I usually go for the 1 or 2 numbers ahead of the suggested crochet hook. Yes, so we are joining now with a slip stitch, and here we are done. Now moving on to our next row. So this is also a foundation row. Row 1 was our foundation with the single crochets. I made total 72 single crochets here. Let's continue for second row, and this is starting with chain 2 and making a double crochet in each of the single crochet made in the row 1. This is regular double crochet. I hope you are already aware of it. As you know, we just switched our crochet hook, and when you switch your crochet hook to bigger size, you will have a new size of your stitches, and the previous one were smaller ones, so it's taking a bit time and it's a little slower for this row to complete, like inserting the hook into previous smaller single crochets, but that's okay. It's about this row only. From the next row you will be having the bigger stitches and loose loops to work upon, and it will help you speed up the crocheting. Just continue this and I will see you at the end of this row. As you can see, I have finished my double crochet row and we are at the end. Let's join this before we have to make our last double crochet. Then join it using slip stitch into the very first stitch before 2 chain. As always, join with a slip stitch in the third chain from the beginning, that is first 2 chains, and then third one is our first double crochet. Now for the next row we will start with 2 chains. Let's start for the row 3. Here we will be making front post double crochet and use of back post double crochet. When we make front post, we have to insert needle from front side, and for back post we have to insert needle from back side. So this is how we put the needle for front post double crochet. So the only difference here is the way we insert the needle, otherwise it's same double crochet we make. Once done with the front post double crochet, for the next one we will insert into the next stitch for regular double crochet. So one front post and one regular double crochet. And yes, next one is front post double crochet. So continue till the end similar way, front post double crochet and a regular double crochet. I will see you at the end of this row. I am done with the third row now. You can see the texture is started to form. We will finish the last couple of stitches to join. As you can see here, I have made a regular double crochet and next is my front post double crochet. Here I completed. And as we did in previous row, we will join it in the third chain from the start, that is the first stitch of this row, joining with a slip stitch. Continue with chain 2. As you can see here, we are here on top of a front post double crochet, and that's why we will be starting with a normal double crochet, inserting in on top of the stitch. Once done with the regular double crochet, now for the next stitch it's a regular double crochet. For this we will make a front post double crochet. So that's how the pattern works. Double crochets and front post double crochets again here, but we started with double crochet which was on top of the front post double crochet. So yes, that's it. We need to take care of alternating the stitches. That is, let's finish this row and see you at the end. I am at the end of this row. As you can see, we will join as always in the third chain from the start with a slip stitch and chain 2. For the next row, row 5, we will Follow the same thing, that's alternating the double crochet and for front post double crochet. So now I'm making a double crochet first and on top of the previous row, and then I will make front post double crochet in the next stitch. And that's it guys, we have to follow similar rows until we reach at least 8 inches height of your crochet work. Repeat row 3 and 4 until your desired height, and I will see you for the decreases that we make. As you can see, I have done 8 inches of work. Now we will start decreasing row. To do that, we will start with chain 2 followed by half front post double crochet. So before we pull the last 2 loops, we stop and we continue for the next front post double crochet. In the end, we have 3 loops on the hook. We will pull through all 3. So we completed our first decrease. We will continue for the next 5 stitches, starting with a regular double crochet, then followed by a front post double crochet the way we did it earlier. Front post double crochet, we skipped one double crochet after the first decrease, then we skip one and make 5 double crochets, which are all front post double crochets. So now again we have to decrease after 5 double crochets. Here I am making half front post double crochet. So you can see I skipped front post double crochet and then I started for the decrease half front post double crochets. So that way you have to follow. So a decrease, then 5 front post double crochets, then a decrease. Here the decrease means 2 half front post double crochets, that is 2 front post double crochets done together. It sounds complicated, but if you're following along, it's not that complicated. It's easy, trust me, and it does gives a good shape to the decrease row. Follow the same instructions till the end of this row, and I will see you at the end before joining this row. Before proceeding further, I want to show how to decrease and the way we are doing it. So this is the place where we join all the rows, and I think there is some mistake here. I will remove that work and we'll do it again now. You can see here after decrease I have completed 5 double crochets, and now I am skipping one and making a half front post double crochet. Oops. So let me make my next half front post double crochet. Now we have our decrease completed. We will start with our regular double crochet stitches and front post double crochet stitches. We skip one stitch after we make the decrease. Let me show you the work again. So here is the decrease and these are the 5 stitches. Now I will make my next decrease here. Like this you have to follow the pattern and finish the decrease row. So yes, like this we will complete our row. Here I am showing a couple of more decreases for the better understanding of our beginners. I will complete this part of the decrease and I will see you at the end of this row. I started the recording before the decrease of the before one of the decrease stitches of the joining. So here I am completing my half front post double crochets together, so that I will complete my 5 double crochets, front post double crochets, and we can join the row together. For the next decrease rows, we will be following the similar approach. We have to make a decrease by completing 2 half front post double crochets together and completing 5 next front post double crochets as it is, and then make another decrease. Follow the same way we joined earlier. Due to some technical errors, I was not able to add the part of the video recording for the next decrease rows, but yes, the pattern is similar. You just have to follow same strategy and complete the next 4 to 5 rows, and in the end, now we will make front post double crochets alternate stitches. So one front post double crochet, then skip a stitch and make next in the next to next front post double crochet. Like that we will reduce the stitches here, and maybe another row is required to complete the hat. You might need to decide based on your size or number of stitches left. Okay, so finally I am at the end of the decreases, and maybe I will join it here. This is where I joined for all the rows. As we did earlier, I will join using a single crochet, sorry, a slip stitch. And now we will cut the thread using the pair of scissors, and using darning needles we can weave in the end. We need to close the top loop securely, making a knot in the end. You can join a pom-pom on top if you like. I hope this video helps you in your journey. If you like it, then consider subscribing to my channel. Let me know if you have any questions or suggestions in the comment section. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Happy crocheting.